You got your passport?
Yeah, in my third drawer in my dresser. You don't want to lose that.
Matt LeBlanc is an American actor and comedian. He is best known for his portrayal of the dim-witted yet well-intentioned womanizer Joey Tribbiani in the NBC sitcom Friends, and in his spin-off series, Joey. For his work on Friends, LeBlanc received 3 Emmy Award nominations. In recent years, he has been known as the lead presenter of the hit UK car show Top Gear on the BBC.
You don't know.
How about I go over there and I will walk into Chandler's bedroom and I will see if the thing that I think that I know is actually the thing that I think that I know.
His full name is Matthew Stephen LeBlanc. He's also known as Matty, Joey Tribbiani, Ken Adams, Holden McGroin, Joseph Stalin, and Dr. Drake Ramore. As of this production, he's 52 years old and was born on July 25th, 1967, in Newton, Massachusetts, in the United States. He stands at 1.78 meters tall, or 5 feet 10 inches. His hobbies include parachute jumping and landscape photography. Matt is a fan of cars, which is one of the reasons he took the job hosting Top Gear for 3 seasons. When he auditioned for the role of Joey in Friends, Matt had only $11 to his name. By the end of the series, he was earning $1 million an episode. Brandi Glanville revealed she once went out on a date with Matt LeBlanc in the 1980s. LeBlanc and Terry Copeland dated from August 1989 to 1990. In 1996, Matt LeBlanc and Kate Hudson were rumoured to be dating, while she was only 17 at the time. In 1997, Matt LeBlanc met Melissa McKnight through their friend Kelly Phillips, wife of Lou Diamond Phillips. They married in May 2003, but later separated in January 2006 and divorced in October 2006. Joey co-stars Matt LeBlanc and Andrea Anders dated from 2006 to January 2015.
What's your face?
Yep.
And the Sophie goes to Gavin Graham from The Young and the Restless.
LeBlanc was born in Newton, Massachusetts. His mother, Patricia, was an office manager. His father, Paul LeBlanc, was a mechanic. His father is of French-Canadian descent and his mother is of Italian ancestry. He attended Newton North High School and graduated in 1985 alongside comedian Louis C.K. He moved to New York at the age of 17 to pursue a career in modelling. LeBlanc first appeared in a 1987 Heinz tomato ketchup commercial. In 1988, he starred in the television drama TV 101 for 1 season. In 1991, he had a recurring role on the hit Fox sitcom Married with Children. He played Vinny Vigiusi, the son of one of the protagonist's friends and boyfriend of his daughter. He went on to star in 2 short-lived spin-offs, Top of the Heap in 1991 and Vinny and Bobby in 1992. He appeared in 2 John Bon Jovi music videos, Miracle from the Young Guns 2 soundtrack in 1990 and Say It Isn't So in 2002. He also appeared in Alanis Morissette's singles Walk Away, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Into the Great Wide Open, and Bob Seger's Movie Nights. LeBlanc found success in the role of Joey Tribbiani on Friends. He went on to play this character for 12 years, 10 seasons of Friends and 2 seasons of Joey. Friends was wildly successful, and LeBlanc, along with his co-stars, gained wide recognition among viewers. This ensemble situation comedy became a major hit for NBC, airing on Thursday nights for 10 years. For his performance, LeBlanc received 3 Primetime Emmy Award nominations, 3 Golden Globe Award nominations, and 1 Screen Actors Guild Award nomination. In this time, he also appeared in films Looking Italian in 1994, Ed in 1996, Lost in Space in 1998, Charlie's Angels in 2000, and its sequel, Charlie's Angels Full Throttle in 2003. Friends redefined LeBlanc's acting career, but when it came to an end in 2004, the actor didn't have to give up Joey Tribbiani quite yet, as 2004 also saw the launch of LeBlanc's Friends spin-off, Joey. For a season and a half, on the heavily promoted show, LeBlanc played Joey Tribbiani, now a struggling Hollywood actor. The role was slightly adrift on its own, and the show never gained traction and was cancelled mid-season in 2006. That year also marked the end of LeBlanc's marriage to Melissa McKnight, whom he married in 2003. The union resulted in 1 child for the couple, a daughter named Marina. After Joey's run came to an end, LeBlanc made an appearance on Lisa Kudrow's show Web Therapy, but his next big break would come in 2011 in the form of Episodes, on which LeBlanc played a fictionalized version of himself. In 2012, LeBlanc won a Golden Globe for his work on the show. He also received 3 Emmy Award nominations for Episodes as well. On the big screen, he starred in the 2014 film Love Stick, a comedy also starring Ali Larter and Chevy Chase. In February 2016, the BBC announced LeBlanc had signed on to become one of the new Top Gear hosts, signing a new 2-year deal later that year. He announced his decision to retire from the series in May 2018, having co-hosted it for 3 years. Despite the show being great fun, he stated the time commitment and the extensive travel takes me away from my family and friends more than I'm comfortable with. LeBlanc plays the lead role in the CBS sitcom Man with a Plan, which began airing in 2016. For the first season of Friends, each cast member earned $22,500 per episode. That works out to $540,000 for the first season. Their salaries were boosted to $40,000 per episode for the second season, and that works out to $960,000 for the entire second season. Ahead of the third season, when their contracts were up, the cast banded together to negotiate as a group. They ended up with a deal that paid $75,000 per episode of season 3, $1.875 million for that season, $85,000 an episode for season 4, or $2.04 million for that season, $100,000 an episode for season 5, or $2.5 million an episode for that season, and $125,000 per episode in season 6, or $3.125 million in total for that season. Ahead of season 7, the cast negotiated for a massive raise. They ended up earning $750,000 per episode in season 7 and 8, which works out to an epic $18 million per season. For seasons 9 and 10, each cast member earned $1 million per episode. That works out to $24 million for season 9 and $18 million for season 10. If you total it all up, each cast member of Friends earned around $90 million in base salary alone from the show before back-end bonuses and ongoing royalties. As part of their year 2000 contract negotiations, the cast was able to demand back-end points on the show, which would allow them to earn royalties off the show's sales into syndication. Up to that point, the only other TV stars who had ownership stakes in shows were Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Cosby. Friends continues to generate north of $1 billion per year in syndication royalties and streaming deals. It has been reported that each cast member in some years can earn $10 to $20 million in royalties alone. In 2007, soon after divorcing Melissa McKnight, Matt spent $7.4 million on a house in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood of Los Angeles. He moved out of the home in 2012 and rented it for $13,000 per month according to real estate listings. He tried to sell the house in 2016 for $10 million. He ultimately found a buyer in 2017 who paid a little less than the $7.4 million Matt spent on the house 10 years earlier. He owns 2 side-by-side homes in Encino, California, and a 1,000-acre ranch in Santa Ynez, California that he bought in 2002. You would expect Matt LeBlanc to have some rare and exotic cars in his garage, and you'd be correct. The Ferrari 360 Modena is one of the favourites among Hollywood celebrities and a beauty that LeBlanc could not resist buying. Then, after 12 years of driving the Ferrari 360, Matt LeBlanc decided to try the new Ferrari 458. It seems that for Matt LeBlanc, enough is never enough, and when you have a wallet like his, no car is out of your reach. The car enthusiast and faithful buyer of the Porsche brand also has a Carrera 4 GTS from 2012. The Porsche just mentioned was not enough for Matt LeBlanc. He also has in his hands the classic of the brand, the Carrera 964 from 1998. The well-known former Friends actor was also behind the wheel of a second-generation Porsche, the Porsche of the 911 range known as the 930 from 1987. How many Porsches is it legal for one person to buy? If our budget allows it, there's no limit. And this is the case for Matt LeBlanc, who also acquired at one point in his life a Porsche Turbo S 2014, because you can never have too many Porsches in your garage. Matt LeBlanc cannot be driving sports cars all of the time. From time to time, he must do things like us. For that reason, the former Friends actor decided to buy the Mercedes-Benz ML63 AMG, which of course is not just a regular car. The ML63 AMG is as fast as any of his sports cars and is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles an hour in less than 5 seconds, thanks to its V8 bi-turbo engine of 118 brake horsepower and 5.5 litres. If there's something we've noticed throughout Matt LeBlanc's car collection, is that he loves classic cars, and another of his prized acquisitions is the Fiat X1 9, another favourite among collectors of this type of cars. He also has hidden away in the far corner of his garage the Porsche 911R, a rare beauty. LeBlanc has expressed in several interviews his love for speed and Porsche. In fact, he considers himself a big fan of the brand, so it should not be surprising that he has another one of these beauties, a Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Only 500 models of the GT2 RS were built, and the GT2 now costs double to buy. Matt is not afraid to try different brands or models though, and that's why it should not surprise us that he decided to buy the Ford Focus RS. The first thing Matt LeBlanc did with the money he made from the sitcom that launched him to fame, Friends, was to buy a Pantera sports classic, the 1973 De Tomaso Pantera. LeBlanc's first car was a Nissan pickup, but Matt has said that he was disappointed because there was nothing to fix on the Nissan. He wasn't satisfied with it. He was looking for something that represented a challenge and really needed internal changes that he could solve. Especially because Matt has expressed in several interviews that he enjoys adding modifications to his cars that allow him to get the best potential and performance of each vehicle. Not everything in the life of Matt LeBlanc revolves around the universe of sports cars of the German brand. The actor also enjoys other vehicles, such as the case of the Caterpillar D6M XL excavator.